My name is Virginia Messina, and I'm a test manager. Wow, there are a lot of great features with Test Data Manager. It's allowed us to really revolutionize the way that we are doing our testing. So we've been able to we use Test Data Manager to create synthetic data for our testing purposes. We have a legacy application that has been around for a very long time, and a lot of the people that originally developed it are no longer with the company. So we've had to do a lot of what we call data archaeology to go in and recreate our data model. And Test Data Manager has allowed us to do that, capture that model, and then create that data on demand, saving us a huge amount of time and money in the process. The return on investment for us has been great. In the last year, we did a bunch of, captured some metrics around our ROI, and we've saved over 11,000 hours in manual time of trying to create test data. In that same time, that 11,000 hours is translated to about $11 million in cost savings just from that. Additional benefits around being able to shorten our test cycle time, allow us to go deeper and further into our testing, while freeing up people to actually do the work that they're paid to do and not be doing things like creating data so that they can actually do the work. It's been very stable. We haven't had any issues with the technology at all. It has scaled for us very well. We're able to do small amounts of data and large amounts for performance testing, that sort of thing. And it's been great. They're very knowledgeable in the tool. They've helped us overcome some hurdles as we've been evolving in the practice ourselves, and they've been super. CA and one of our vendor partners came in and helped us do a proof of concept, and they helped set up the infrastructure and then walked us through the application and actually proved out that we could do it in our environment, because it's kind of, for us, an interesting environment. And it was, I wouldn't say easy, but we were able to get it done. So test data creation for us was a very manual process. The options were either creating it with hands-on keyboards, with people actually having to spend time creating it. We would also do some things where we would just grab data out of production, and that didn't always work for us because you didn't know what you were going to get when you captured that data. So not being able to create your own data was very time consuming to create data on your own. Or when you did things like grab things out of production, it was what you got a moment in time. So you didn't always get all the data combinations that you might need. It just happened to be whatever was there at the time. And you certainly weren't getting some of the negative scenarios that we need to test with also. As I said, it's really allowed us to focus on the craft of testing and not focus on the creating data, spending time setting up the scenario that we need or trying to find that sort of thing. So it's allowed us to be more focused on our efforts. It's allowed us to be faster. We run an agile shop, and so we've been able to use that data in our pipeline as we deliver stuff in a CI/CD world. It's been great. So obviously we want somebody that's going to help us solve the problem that we're trying to solve. Do it in a way that works for our enterprise. We don't want to do something that only works for one team or one solution, something that's scalable. We have a lot of different technologies in our organization, so we need something that will work with all of them. And we need a partner that will help us. This was something new to us, and so we needed somebody to help us dive in, figure out how to do it in our world, and translate that out and help us be successful with the implementation. We were looking, it was a greenfield for us. We just really didn't know so we looked at everything that was available in the space, and we chose CA because they did have probably the best offering that would support the most technologies. We have everything from legacy, RPG, iSeries type stuff, all the way up to applications in the cloud, and we needed something that would scale for all of those. Sure, I would say it was a 10. It's been a great experience for us. We really have benefited a lot from it. It's been a great story as we've learned how to sell it and embed it into our process, and it's been really beneficial for us. So we've had a lot of conversations with people while we've been here about recommending the application. It's been transformative for us in order to implement that. It's an interesting process to go through. Organizations need to sort of change their model and stop thinking about how they've always done things, and so the challenge is really getting people to think in a new way. But once they do, it's been a terrific experience. It's really allowed us to focus on the craft of what we're trying to do rather than lots of other activities that we don't need to be spending time on.